Everyone, I'm Taylor. Welcome back to BreakOut Studios online classes. We're getting ready to do some ballet basics this morning, so find something to hang on to, get yourself stretched and warmed up. I'll play some music and we'll probably get going here in about a few minutes or so. Started with our normal warm-up. So this will look very familiar to a lot of people, but I'll just go over it quickly. So we're going to start in parallel, and even though we're in parallel, we're still engaging from the rotator muscles to really use the backs of the legs to feel the backs of the legs squeezing together. Our lower abdominals are zipping up as our tailbone is hanging heavy down in opposition, so we really feel a lot of length in our lower spine, not a tuck, but lengthening all up here. So we're going to start with our right leg and have a demi and point and half point and down. 2 pushes and down and push with your toes down. Other foot, half and full and half and down and push with the toes down and push and down. Then we roll through, plie, heels go up, stretch and lower, reverse the roll through, plie and stretch. We repeat that rolling through, stretch and lower, trying to keep the heels glued together so we don't start sickling. Heels glued together, over, plie, and then we rotate to our natural first. Repeat the same thing, half and full and half, and down, we push, and push other side, half, and full, and half, and down, push the floor away, and push, and down. We roll through, heels peel up, stretch, lower, reverse, the roll through, plie, stretch, repeat that, really making sure that arch is going over that second toe, not the pinky toe. Stretch, and down, reverse, over, plie, and stretch. And then we'll take a nice parallel stretch, just a hamstring, 8 counts. We'll hang out down here, shake the head out, roll up, a little quick quarter rock back, twist out the spine, and then we'll go to the other side. Stretch out the hamstrings, 8 counts down here, rolling up, a quick little stretch to the back, twist out the spine, and then we'll face our bar again. We'll grab our knee, we'll squeeze it up to our shoulder, having a strong standing leg, circling out the ankle, 8 counts here. We'll reverse, other side, circling out the ankle. And then there'll be some music left, and just take whatever stretch you need, either a quad stretch, a calf stretch out your inner thighs, whatever you need. And I'll call things out during this work as well. Really, with all these rollers with the ankle, making sure that our arch is going over our second toe and not over here at the pinky toe. And not too much towards our big toe either. Just keeping a nice straight ankle. Here we go. So facing the bar in parallel, and half, full, half, and down. 2 pushes, 1, down, and 2, other foot, half, full, nice straight ankle, and just the toes pushing. Now our rollers, plie. Heels up, straighten the knees, and down. Reverse that, up, straight, over, plie. Repeat that, rolling through. Heels stay glued together. Reverse. And turn out to first. And half, full, half, and down. 2 pushes. Still maintaining that strong lifted upper body. Other side. Half. Full. No singling the ankle. And push. And our rollers. Plie. Heels up. Straighten the knees. And down. Up straight. Over. Plie. And stretch. Repeat that, rolling through. Reverse. Ready for a hamstring stretch. And all the way down. And rolling up. A little stretch to the back. And twist out the spine. Other side, fold forward. And up. A little stretch to the back. And twist out the spine. And bring that knee into the shoulder. Circling out the ankle, strong standing leg. One last little squeeze, and switch. Last little squeeze, and do your own stretch to finish off. Eight more counts. And finish. All right. Moving on to some plies. We're going to do first, second, and fifth position. So we'll start in first. And make sure that our first is a nice natural first. We never want to be rolling towards the big toes and never to get our turnout from our ankles. So a good way to check this is to start from a parallel position and just using your rotator muscles from your heels. Lift your toes and turn out. And that'll be your natural first. Yeah, so if our first is here, just a little tiny little, I call it the pizza with my little kids, that's fine, as long as our knees are going over our toes and as long as we're still working from the hip socket to increase that turnout, that's fine. But we never want to be in this territory. Bad for our knees, and then when we get to center, we're not able to kind of balance like this. Yeah, so natural first. Here we go. We have two demis. Demi-plie, arm floats down. Demi-plie, carries to the side. Grand plie, we try to keep the heels on the floor as long as possible. They have to come up. Press them back down and stretch. Then we're going to fold forward 4 counts. And 2, and 3, and 4. Little press to releve, and lower, and onto to second position. Same beginning, 2 demis, arm floats down. And demi-plie, arm carries to the side. Grand plie, the heels never lift up here. 6, and 7, and 8. Then we stretch towards the bar. 2, and 3, and 4. Little press up and lower. We tendu, we slice right through first into 5th. Then we have 2 demis and stretch, and demi, and stretch. Grand plie, and 6, press those heels down as soon as you can, and 8. And then we port de bras back, and 2, and 3, and 4. Let's tendu back to first, because we're going to plie and releve, and then balance there. Yeah, so first position we have 2 demi-plies, 1 full grand plie. We stretch forward, press up. Second, 2 demi-plies, 1 grand plie, stretch towards the bar, press up, right into 5th. 2 demi-plies, 1 grand plie, port de bras back, no press up, just tendu back to first. Plie, roll through, and we'll take a little balance here in first position. With all these grand plies and plies in general, we'll make sure that our shoulders stay right over our hips the whole time so it doesn't turn into a squat. Yeah. All right, here we go. As the arm comes down, we don't just come down directly with the fingers. Yeah, the hand flips, and then we kind of lean down with the wrist, kind of like we're painting the sidewall with our fingertips, and then it comes to that ballet arm, and then here, and open. And when we come up to 5th high, if we're port de bras towards the bar, the same little wrist flip happens. So we extend the fingers out, and then we come over, and then we flip the palm over so that we're in a nice fit high position. So we never bring the arm up, just keeping it like this. All right, left side. First position, 7 and 8. Flip the wrist. Grand plie. Press the heels down and fold forward. Press up, lower, tendu to second. And 2 demi-pliés. Grand plie, heels stay glued to the floor. And flip the wrist to each side. Little rise up, lower, tendu into fifth. 2 demis. Grand plie. And quarter brought back. Tendu back to first. And plie, roll through. Feel that balance. Arch of your foot pushing over that second toe on the floor. And release into a plie. And finish good. Alright, hopefully we're warming up a little bit. We're gonna move on to some tendus from first. So we'll start in first. We'll just keep the arm to the side. We'll have 3 tendus. So to the front. We're gonna lead with that heel, toes, initiate the back. Lead with the heel, toes, come back. And 3, and close. Little plie, and as we plie, we're gonna extend, initiate from the elbow into an allongé position. So plie, elbow, wrist, fingers, and back to second. Same thing side, 1, and close. Massaging the foot against the floor, and close. Nice and slow, and close. Elbows, wrist, fingers, and stretch to the back. Now the toes lead back, and pull up, and 2, and close, and 3, and close. Elbows, wrist, fingers, and in. Now a little different to the side because we're going to go right around to the left. So we have 1, ooh. Yeah, we'll still do 3. 1, and close, and 2, and close. Third one, we just close to Su to new around, and we just land in first position. Yeah, and if that's confusing, just get yourself around to the other side. It's nice and slow, so you'll have time to kind of do that and find yourself to the left. Yeah, so really feel, I use this analogy a lot, like your feet are kind of working through sand at the beach. So we want to push the sand away with our toes and bring it back with our toes. Push that sand away and scoop it right back. Push with our toes back and scoop it right into us. And then to the side, remember that we want the toe of our tendu foot to be right in line with the toe of our standing leg, not our heel, because then we lose that turnout. The heel comes back. We still want to keep that hip socket nice and rotated with that turnout. Yeah. So 3 tendus, plie, elbows, wrist, fingers, and here. All right, here we go. Elbows, wrist, fingers. hips around. And soft for the knees as you roll up, one vertebrae at a time. And finish. All right, good. So now we're going to take that tendu from a fifth position now. Yeah? So still even from fifth. To the front, we want to think about initiating with the heel. To the back, we want to think about initiating with the toes as we start those tendus. Yeah? So if we lead to the heel, to the back, then it causes the butt to stick out. So we really want to think about initiating with that rotation in the hip socket. So arm to the side, we're going to have 1 and fifth, and 2 and fifth, and 3 in first, to the back, close, and 1 in, toes go back, close, toes go back, hit a first, brush to the front, and close, 4 side, and fifth, and 2, and fifth, toe right in line with the other toe, and fifth, and 4, and fifth, plie, coupe front. With our coupe front, we want just those toes touching the ankle and that heel shining forward so we don't have the full foot on the ankle. Want a nice, beautifully shaped foot. Coupe front, and 6, and 7, and stretch. Then we start it from the back. 1, and close, 2, and close, 3 through first, brush, front, and close. 1, and close, 2, and close, 3, nice, first, toes lead back, close, 4 side, and in, foot massages against the floor, and 3, and close, 4, and close, plie. Now it's just the heel that's touching the back of my ankle. My toes are leaning out to the back, not directly down to the floor. Nice shaped foot. 6, change to the front and stretch. And then after that, we'll take a plie. Our front foot will meet the back foot for a susu, and we'll balance in a susu with our arms still in a first position. Yeah. So these coupes, we just did 4 to the side. Coupe front, make sure we change to the back because we're going to start from the back. When we come from the back, 4 to the side, coupe back, we change that to the front to finish. Yeah. All right, here we go. Keeping the arm to the side the whole time. When we come to a coupe balance on flat, we'll bring the arms into first. All right. Where did? Okay, here we go. 7, 8. Out, fifth, out through first, brush back, back through first, brush front, side, 2, 3, 4, plie, coupe front, balance, 5, 6, change to the back, and tendu back. Brush first, brush front, and fifth, front through first, brush back, side, 2, 3, 4, plie, coupe back, plie front, finish, and take a plie up to susu. Feel that balance in susu. Lower abdominals pulled up. And plie, and finish. Good. Nice, good. So let's try that before we go to the left side. I'm gonna pull up my hands here. Let's try that coupe position to the left. Yeah, so take a fifth position with your left leg in front and peel the heel up and forward and the toes scoop to meet that ankle, and the heel tries to stay forward as much as it possibly can while keeping that knee side. So we never want a sickle to happen with that foot there. And we also don't want any weight. Yeah, the foot that's resting, not resting, the foot that's placed on that standing leg. There's no weight on it because we wouldn't be able to turn like that if we did a coupe turn. So it's just a little connection, but no real weight on it. So just those toes, so the heel is forward. And then we try it from the back. So from a plie, the toes scoot back, so just the heel connects to that back ankle. We still want that knee rotate to the side, not folding forward. And the toes are leaning to the back. And there's our coupe shape. All right, let's go to the left. Here we go. Tendu front, fit, out, in, out, through, first, brush, back, back, in, back, through, first, brush, front, four, side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and plie, nice coupe shape, let me side, change to the back, and back. Through first brush front. Brush back. Four side. Plie, coupe back. Plie, and another plie up to a sous-sus. Make sure we're not perched back here to sous-sus. Close those ribs way more forward. And plie. And finish. Good. All right. Moving on to dégagé. So dégagé's exact same feeling and motion as the tendu, but now dégagé means to disengage. So now with that tendu, we're going to finish it by just lifting it off the floor, just like 2 inches. We don't want a big high brush, because if we want to go fast, we need the toes just a little bit off the floor. Yeah, so if we do a tendu, just a little lift back to a tendu and close is our dégagé. So we're going to have dégagé, plie, dégagé, plie, and out, faster, in, and in, and in, out, plie, and out, plie, and out, in, out, plie, out, in. Let's do that coupe again to the back. 3, 4, 5, 6, plie, 7, stretch, 8. Then reverse it from the back. 1 and plie, brush and plie, brush, quick, 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 brush, plie, brush, plie, brush, assemble, 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 to the front, plie, really brush the floor, brush, fifth, 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 coupe to the front, just like our last combination. Never practice too many coupes. 6, plie, and stretch. And we'll just finish there. We won't do a balance or anything. If you want to use the arms, front, side, back, if you're using more port de bras in your ballet repertoire, feel free to go for that, to the front, to the side, to the back, and coupe. Or just leave the arm to the side, which I think is a harder workout for your arm to hold it out there. Yeah. All right, here we go. Really brushing that foot against the floor like you're about to take off for a jump. And brush, plie, brush, plie, brush, fifth, 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 out, plie, out, plie, out, fifth, fifth, to the back, push, and out. Coupe to the back, knee side, toes move to the back. start doing little jetés or assemblés in the center. So we need to make sure two things with this combination, that we're really brushing the foot against the floor to get that momentum, not lifting it too high, but really brushing down and out through those toes. Second thing with these pliés, make sure that we don't pop the plié, because that's going to hurt our knees for jumps later on. We really want to make these pliés gooey and elastic, so really resisting and absorbing the shock of that landing for our jumps later on. To the left. Brush plie, brush gooey, and out, in, and out. And brush into the back. Coupe back, knee rotate to the side. Plie to the back. Plie. Brush, gooey, plie, out. Brush, and out. Coupe front. Plie, and we'll finish. Good. All right. Let's face the bar. We'll do one more little dégagé from first. Really working on kind of activating those toes as well. And when we're doing these dégagés to the side from first, same thing as our tendu. We want to make sure that that toe stays in line with the toe of our standing leg. And then if we lift off the floor, it stays in that same kind of trajectory there. We don't want it to go too far to our actual side, because then we lose that rotation. The glutes stick out, the heel's out. Yeah, so really think about getting that heel forward in front of our standing leg. So from first position, start to the right. Hold on, let me hear the music. Before I give you a timing and then we hear it with the music and it's all wrong. Okay. So from first, like we did in our first warm-up, pushing through the toes. Push with the toes and first and brush and first and toes. First and brush and first. 8 quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the left. Toes and brush and toes and brush. 8 faster. In. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Repeat that twice through the second time. Option to take the arms off in second and repeat it with no hands on the bar. Yeah, so really making sure for the toes and our dégagés that we're not lifting the working hip up. Our hip is right in its socket the whole time, and our ribs and abdominals are engaged with our weight forward over the balls of our feet. Yeah, so toes and brush. Toes, brush. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same to the left. Repeat arms off or just repeat it. After that, we're going to take a little elevate. We're going to balance in a coupe back on your own timing. Just feel your balance. There'll be a little pause in the music. And then just switch to the left. Feel that balance. Coupe back. Remember, so now we're on releve, so we really keep that weight forward. Remembering that same foot shape with that knee rotating to the side for those balances. All right, here we go. And really activating those toes. And toes. And brush. Toes. Brush. 8 in 1, 2. To the left. Toes. Brush. Toes. Brush. 8 in and 1. Ready to repeat? Arms off, optional. Brush. Toes. Brush. Squeeze the backs of the legs. coupe back, knee rotate to the side, toes point to the back wall. Wait a little forward so our ribs are closed. And switch, other side, find that balance. And release, plie, and we'll finish. All right, moving on to some rondins. So now we really need to make sure that we feel that hip kind of locked into its socket. So now as we circle around the legs for these rondins, we're not letting the hip circle around the leg too. Our legs are just moving inside that hip socket, yeah? So we start 1 slow rondin, 2 medium, and 4 faster. 7 and 8. Take it slow. Front to this side, a little bit in front of us. Back and first. 2, little faster. Front, around. First, front, around. 4 faster. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Off the floor with the flexed foot to really feel that hip in its socket. Flex to the front. Carry the inner thigh and the heel around to the side, to the back, point and close. Yeah, so we point that foot right before we close. And then we reverse all that. So slow. 1, to the side, to the front, and first. And back, around. First, back, around. First, 4. Little faster. And 3. And 4, flex the foot, drop that hip in its socket, heel and inner thigh shine around, point and close. And then we take our stretches, forward, and 2, and 3, and 4. We go coupe, passe, and coupe, and fit. To the back, back, and 2, and 3, and 4. Coupe back, just so you can see. Passe to the back of the knee, coupe back, and fit. Then we port de bras side, and 2, and 3, and 4, and other side, and 2, and 3, and 4. And then either on flat or releve, we'll take a passe balance with our arms in first position. Yeah, so after we do our rondin section, 1 slow, 2 medium, 4 fast, flex around and reverse. We have port de bras forward, passe front. Port de bras back, coupe passe back. Stretch side, stretch away, and then balance in a passe either on releve or just staying there on flat. Oh yes, with rondins, most important thing with rondins is that we hit a true first each time we come through. Yeah, so each rondin, however slow or fast it is, we go through first. And go through first. From the back, go through first. And hit a first. Yeah, with our full 5 toes, full foot on the floor. All right, here we go. challenging, but now we're lifting the leg up higher, making it even more challenging for it to find that balance. With these pases, we kind of say toe to the knee. It's more just how much you can lift your toe. Oh no, is it? Oh, okay, my phone just went darker. It's more how much you can lift your toe up using your hamstring and your inner thigh without lifting that hip. Yeah, so if your passe goes to your calf, and if you try to go to higher, your hip lifts, then here's your passe, and that's great. So now you're in a stable position to turn. And we'll just keep on strengthening that inner thigh and stretching out the hip a little bit to keep lifting that toe up, not the knee up. The knee lifting is more of a byproduct of that toe, lifting up the leg, using the inner thigh, using the hamstrings and the glutes, using the core to kind of keep lifting that toe up. I'm going to change the brightness of my phone. It might freeze up on you for a sec. Okay, well, I didn't do much. Anyways. All right, to the left. And one slow. Front, side, back, and first. Two medium. Around. First, front, around. Four faster. Flex, front, side, back, reach, and close. From the back. Two medium, back, around. First, back, around. Four faster. Flex back and side. Front reach, fifth. Quarter rock forward. Next, I'm going to play our music and just kind of use this time to get a little stretch on your own before we get to fondues. All right. So stretch on your own for like 2 minutes. a little bit more. So we'll have a fondue, foot peels up into the coupe, extend knees straighten together, back to a fondue and a fit. Develop a front. Coupe, arm comes down. Passe, arm in first, extend to the front and close. Same thing, side and back. Fondue, knees straight at the same time and fondue, close, front. Develop a side, coupe, passe, to the side, fit, to the back, fondue, knees straighten together, fondue, fit, develop a passe, arabesque, and fit. Little different, fondue and out, change front and fit, plie, sous-sus, soutenu, around to the left. Melt, knees straighten together, back to a melt and a fit. Develop head, draw a line up your shin, extend, fit. Fondue out, don't change, fit. Develop head to the side. Fondue out, fondue, fit. Develop head to the back. Fondue out, front, fit, plie, sous-sus, soutenu, and finish. Or just get yourself around any way that feels comfortable to you. The most important thing are these fondues and the developes, not so much the transition. Yeah. So this fondue needs to melt. So we really want to make this just like our plies in the beginning with those dégagés. We really want to make these nice and gooey, knees straighten together. Yeah, now a pop and a kick. And then for these developes, same thing, keeping that hip nice in its hip socket. We only take the leg as high as we can keep the integrity of that hip not moving. Yeah, not lifting that working hip out. All right, here we go. Right and left. strike, to the back, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 3, to the side, and 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 3, and finish. Then we'll take a balance, kind of angling towards the bar. We're going to take a passe to the back. So instead of a passe with the toe in front of our knee, we do our inside leg, the leg that's closest to the bar, plie, passe back. And then we'll take a nice balance there, either flat or up on releve. Yeah. When we go frappe to the side, our foot changes either front and back each time we do another frappe. So we start my heels in front, strike, I go to the back, strike, front, strike, back, strike, front, strike, the back. So it's always changing back or front when we frappe out to the side. All right, here we go. En plat, 2 slow, 3 fast. And strike 1, strike 2, 3 fast, 1, 2, 3, to the side, 1, and 2, always switching, 1, 2, 3, to the back, and 1, and 1, last time side, 1, and 2, 3, fast, balance, passe back, toe to the back of the knee, not lifting that working hip, pulling up on a standing hip, and finish, good. Good, now as we do these passes, instead of, I say to drop the working hip, but I don't like to say that. So instead of thinking of dropping the working hip and then we kind of ginch, I like to think of pulling up on the standing hip. Yeah, so whether we're in passe back or passe front or coupe front or back, I like to think of pulling up on the standing hip, and then naturally that working hip will kind of relax more into its socket. All right, to the left. And 2 slow, 1, and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, to the side. To the back. And 2, 1, 2, 3, to the side. And passing to the back, pulling up on that standing hip. And clear, release, and finish. Good. All right, our very last scene at the bar, we're going to finish off with some grand battements. Basically just big throws, big brushes of the legs. So now, like a dégagé, we're going to brush that floor with our foot, but now instead of taking it 2 inches off, now we can use the momentum to carry it up as high as we can without lifting the hip, and then controlling it, placing it back down. All these spam calls just keep covering my screen. Okay, so we're going to have 7 arm 5th high. Brush grand battement, tendu, plie, and stretch. 2 grand battements, 5th, 2, same side. 1, place it to a tendu, plie, stretch, and brush. 5th, brush, 5th. To the back, place tendu, plie, stretch, brush. 5th, brush, 5th, tendu, plie, sous, soutenu, plie, left side. Brush, place it, gooey plie, stretch, brush, 5th, brush, 5th. Same thing side, same thing to the back, and then tendu, plie, sous, soutenu, around to the side. To the back, now our legs going up higher, so now we do allow the hips to kind of rotate. We don't have to keep the hips straight, or else we're only able to move the leg like this much. Yeah, so the hips can, without dropping the chest, the hips can kind of release back a bit. So we need to make sure that as we close the leg that we don't leave the hips where they are. As we close, I kind of imagine someone zipping up their pants, yeah? Here, zipping it up, not a tuck, but a lift up every time we close to get those hips right underneath, back under our shoulders again. So what if we had to do a ground long and then a turn, yeah? If our hips are back here, it's not gonna happen. All right, here we go. And brush, tendu, plie, to run the last bit, brush, to the side, brush, tendu, plie, brush, bit, to the back, brush, hips under, plie, brush, what deals are going on? All right, so we're done with bar. You can take the bar away, allow yourself a minute to stretch. We're gonna do one little tombe pas de bourrée balance combination in center. So stretch, get water. We'll meet back up in like a minute. Combination. Before we kind of learn our combinations, kind of talk about the steps first, so we can go over the combination and then we don't forget about it as we went over the steps. So let's kind of review balance for a second, because they're going to be a little bit faster than a normal kind of ballet basics balance. I would give the tempos just a little bit faster, so let's make sure we really have the balance down. So for balance, let's just keep our hands on our hips first. We're going to fall onto our supporting leg, fall, reach into a coupe, go up on a releve, and back down. And down coupe, up, down. And down coupe, up, down. And fast, up, down. Get to that coupe, up, down. Yeah, and then as we add the arms into it, the leg that's coming into the coupe, that same arm is going to come up into a fifth high. So down, up, down. Like we're kind of falling on our supporting leg. And down, up, down, and down, up, down. So that's kind of the tempo that they're going to be maybe a little bit faster. So now our combination. We have fifth position with our right leg front. We have 2 tombe pas de bras. And if you want to keep your hands on the hips, feel free if these steps are a bit newer to you, or we can add in a little port de bras. So tombe pas de bras. Tombe, back, side, fifth. Tombe, back, side, fifth. And balance, step to sous-sus, or just a fifth, just to a fifth on flat, and down. Again, tombe, back, side, fifth. Tombe, back, side, fifth. Our back leg brushes out, not our front leg. Back leg, balance, oh wait, our front leg brushes out, my gosh. Balance, sous-sus, or fifth, and finish, yeah? So one more time, 7 and 8, and tombe, back, side, fifth, tombe, back, side, front leg, balance, sous-sus or fifth, and arms down, tombe, back, side, fifth, tombe, back, side, fifth, down, up, down, sous-sus or fifth, and finish. Yeah, let's do it 4 times through. So right, left, left. All right, so many tombe pas de bras, so many balances. Here we go. So fifth position, 7, 8, tombe, back, side, fifth. Tombe, pas de bourrée, front leg, balance, sous-sus or fifth, and again. Tombe, pas de bourrée, balance, sous-sus, and again. Is kind of more like advanced beginner, so doing that in a basics class, if you're able to kind of follow along with that, awesome. All right, let's just finish off with a nice little stretch together, and then we'll be on our way for the rest of our Tuesday. So just find a spot in the middle of your room, take a nice wide second position, natural turned out. Hang out down here, rock the hips right and left, pedal out the feet, shake the head, stretching. Hopefully you guys can catch Maddie's stretch, trying I think 6:45, 7:45. I don't know. Maybe double check that. But anyways, have a nice rest of your week, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.